Here is a review about how to navigate on a Chromebook. First of all, when you sign in, you will go to your Rapid Identity screen. For this presentation, I am going to show you the Google screen so that we can identify some important parts of navigating in Chrome. First of all, our Chromebooks are a tool, not a toy. While we understand that at home you may have a Chromebook or a laptop or an iPad or some other device that has games and YouTube and fun things installed on it, while we are at school, we will expect you to only be working on the apps or extensions that your teacher has told you to work on. So there will not be games installed, and we expect that if you are watching YouTube videos, they are only the ones that we have linked you to. Let's start by trying out the touchpad. The touchpad is how you navigate with a Chromebook. Look at the screen on the left. To click or to select something, just press down on the lower half of the touchpad. Since tap to click is enabled automatically, you can quickly tap the touchpad to click, just like a mouse. To right click, you're going to click the touchpad with 2 fingers. So you're going to use both your pointer and your middle finger and tap at the same time. And that will be the same as a right click. Sometimes we use that to pull up different menus. To scroll, you're going to place 2 fingers on the touchpad and move them up and down to scroll vertically, meaning up and down, left and right to scroll horizontally. Mrs. Nelson and I like to call those the little bunny foo-foo fingers. So you're going to use your 2 fingers on the touchpad and that will scroll your screen. The last one is the drag and drop. This requires a little more coordination. You need to click the item you want to move with 1 finger, and then with the second finger, move the item. Release both fingers to drop the item at its new location. You might want to pause this video for a moment and try out all 4 of these techniques. Most of the apps, extensions, and programs that we will need to use this year are located on your Rapid Identity homepage. When you pull up Chrome, this should be the first page that you come to. In Rapid Identity, you will find all kinds of programs such as Google Drive, Google Docs, Slides, Google Sheets, Google Forms, Adobe Spark, Schoology, Gmail, Typing Agent, and anything else that you will probably need during the school year. If you look at my Rapid Identity, I have some things that students will not have, but you can still see here's Docs and Drive and Forms and Sheets and the things that we often use during our everyday. Here's Schoology. Because of this, we don't need to bookmark things up in our bookmarks bar like we have done in past years. Most of those things are going to be located on our Rapid Identity screen. Some words that we will use in this class that will be helpful for you to know. The first one is the Omnibox. The Omnibox is the box at the top of the screen. Mine is very small because I have a split screen in order to do this presentation. But you can usually see the entire web address up here. Here is the example in the presentation. The Omnibox can be used to enter a website or do a Google search. Sometimes it will have a magnifying glass, and sometimes, like right now, it will have the padlock. The tabs are all of the different pages or sites that you have open at any one time. So if you look here, I have Google opened and I have the copy of this presentation open. Over on this screen, I have Google, my screen recorder, which is how I'm recording this presentation, and the Rapid Identity tab. Those are tabs, just like tabs in a binder, and it's just like sheets of paper in front of other sheets of paper. When I click on a tab, I switch from one screen to another screen. When I'm on this tab, it doesn't mean that Google is gone. It's just behind the tab that I'm on, so I can easily go back and forth. Extensions are things that we install to help us with our work. You can see I have a number of extensions installed on my personal Chrome profile. We will install some of these throughout the year. We will ask that you do not install these unless you have been instructed to by a teacher. Now we are going to take a look at some keys that are on the top row of our Chromebook keyboard. If you look at your keyboard, you will see the following keys, as shown in this presentation, across the top. The back arrow means go to the previous page in your browser history. The forward arrow means go to the next page in your browser history. The circle with the arrow means reload. Very important, we often have to reload a page. This same command is also up here. Open the current page in full screen mode. Switch to the next window. Decrease your screen brightness, making it darker. Increase your screen brightness, making it brighter. Mute or unmute the audio. Decrease your volume and increase your volume. Pause this video and take a few moments to look at some of these buttons and try them out. Finally, it is very important to sign out of your account at the end of class. Closing the Chromebook lid does not log you out of your account. Make sure that you are logging out before you close your Chromebook lid and leave the classroom. To log out, first click on your picture in the lower right-hand corner of your screen, and then go to the Sign Out button next to your name. When your screen goes dark, you may close your Chromebook lid. Now you are all ready to start a great year with the Chromebooks. You are all ready to navigate your way toward success in technology and media literacy.